Welcome everyone. I hope you're having a great day. I'm your host, Natia Host from sportsbookreview.com. The defending world champion Seattle Seahawks will host the Green Bay Packers this upcoming Thursday at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The kickoff is scheduled for 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. With us today is our sports handicapper expert, Ross Benjamin, who will walk us through the opening betting odds and potential value on the point spread and total. Everyone at home, you can join in our conversation on Twitter using hashtag SBRNatia. Ross, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's always a pleasure. All right, the game opened with Seattle as a 5.5-point home favorite in a total of 45, which has since moved to 45.5. What can you tell us about the general public wagering and betting on the total of both these teams in recent years?
Well, this totals move has been prompted, in my opinion, by 57% of the public betting on the over so far in this game. And during the last 3 seasons, when the public has influenced a totals move and has made the number rise in a Packers game like it has at the current time, they've been right on just 12 of those 34 occasions. That's just 35.3% of the time. And basically what that means, Nadia, is whenever the general public is betting more money on the over than the under, and the total number rises like it just did, 45 to 45.5, they're not right very often. And conversely, when the public is instrumental in raising the total in the Seahawks games over the last 3 seasons, they've been correct in just 14 of those 32 instances. A little bit better, 43.8%, but not very good.
Okay, and what betting patterns do you project in the days leading up to the game?
I'm glad you asked. I predict we'll see Seattle probably going to possibly a 6 or 6.5. However, it wouldn't shock me whatsoever if this game stays at a steady 5.5 until about 24 hours prior to kickoff. Hypothetically, if this number on the favorite does go up and it's generated by a money move siding with the Seahawks, in which the public has bet more money on Seattle than Green Bay, the public has been right over the last 3 years, more times than not. 16 of 28 times when they prompted a move on the Seahawks, they've been right 57% of those times. Now, there's no doubt Aaron Rodgers and the Packers in most instances would be a very enticing option when they're installed as an underdog. However, they're going to be facing a Seahawks team that's won 17 of their last 18 home games, and they've covered 13 of those 18.
And that said, where do you find the most value, on the spread or total?
Well, it's still a little bit early for me, Nadia, as far as making a definitive call in that instance. But what I would say is my lean here would have to be towards Seattle, although I haven't made that decision, just based on the fact that this team has just been lights out at home over the last 2 seasons.
Okay, well, there you have it. Ross, thank you so much for your insight. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so for sportsbookreview.com, this is Natia Holtz.